And on my sheet of goals, some of my small goals are to make a YouTube channel. And so I just thought now's a good time. I feel motivated because I've skipped a lot of weekends where I was like, hey, let me make it. But I want to just make this video kind of about goals and why they're so important in life. Because without goals, you have no passion. And no passion is a reason to live and a reason to get out of your bed and succeed at things. A lot of kids, want to go to the NBA, to the NFL, become millionaires. And some people, it's like, hey, I want to be the first college graduate in my family, or I want to learn to read. Just a lot of things. I think, there's unattainable goals, there's big goals, and there's small goals. And the only reason I say unattainable goals is just because you have to devote a lot of time and energy and effort into accomplishing those. And I know for me, kind of just now coming to this realization of how important stuff like that is. Just because, I've known for a long time that, I want to succeed. Basic stuff. I'm 15 years old. I think a lot of kids my age that aren't just, out of it, not really conscious. A lot of them think, hey, I want to get rich. I want to have all this money. And I have that same mindset. And it's what sets you apart. It's how much do you care about your goals? And on a sheet I have hung above my monitor here, I have 3 big goals and then 6 small goals. And I just have a little check mark next to them. Pretty simple. And I think y'all should all do the same thing. Think real long and hard about what you want these goals to be. Because for me, I still lack in this just because I stay up late, I have bad habits, but that's kind of why I'm trying to make this video, is to hold myself accountable. But it's to it's like you're watching a TV show or a movie and a fight scene's about to happen with your 2 favorite characters, but then you have to go to the restroom, so you pause it, and then as you're leaving and you're going to the restroom, you're like, man, I wonder what's going to happen, and you're just so excited to get back. You go and jump in your bed and you start it. I think that's how you should wake up every single morning. It's just aspiring to be better, and you're just like, wow, last night I was working on this to get better at this so that I could accomplish this, which all just is a chain reaction to achieving your goals. And so I think y'all should write down your goals and just how you think and envision yourself accomplishing these. And, a lot of sacrifice will come, because I bet a lot of y'all my age, especially in all ages, you want to get rich and you want to have these Andrew Tate, Eamon Gadzhi lifestyles, and I do too. That stuff seems great, but a lot of what they did, think of it, years and years in the making, and a lot of sacrifice, and especially taking action. I talked to my mom about business and getting rich and all that kind of stuff a lot, but for me, or what she tells me is, now is the time to take risks and accomplish those things. Because a lot of people, when they get older, they have kids or stuff, and they have to feed a family. They can't really take those risks. And if you're my age, I'm really fortunate to be in a situation I am with my family. All my stuff is basically free. I eat for free, travel for free, my clothes are free. And I'm very grateful for that. God blessed me. And so that really resonated with me, because I want to succeed and do all these things, but in the back of my mind, it's hey, I don't want to lose money, I don't want to fail. But all these people that you look up to and that you watch YouTube videos about, they're always yeah, I failed times and times over, but it's almost like a mental barrier to go accomplish those. And it's hard. You're gonna fail. Some of you might get lucky, but now, whenever you don't have a bunch of responsibility, it's the perfect time to take risks and do all the stuff you want to. And mean, I'm probably getting towards the end of the video, but I mean, goals are just so important. I mean, without goals, yeah, you have no, I mean, there's nothing driving you to succeed in life, and, you know, you should wake up wanting to do something else to achieve your goals. I mean, for me, I'd say I'm a pretty good basketball player. I mean, I just know that I am, but I don't know if I want to go to the NBA or not, or play Division I, or even play past high school. I mean, that was a goal I had when I was younger, but now I don't know if I still have that goal, because it's like, hey, I go there, what if it doesn't work out? And then I wasted 4 years where it's like, hey, I could have been working on a business or something. And that's like a risk that I have to take, but I don't know how passionate about basketball I am to that level. So, I mean, yeah, that's just another sacrifice that you have to take and another risk. And so for all of y'all, have those goals, find your passion, know what you want to do in life, and know that, you know, a lot will come from that, and a lot will be demanding to get that. And I mean, hold yourself accountable, talk to your friends about it. I mean, I would say you don't tell them about your goal, your biggest goal. You can tell them about some goals, but I think your biggest goal should be between just you, because I saw a study that said, I've seen videos and people talked about you get a dopamine rush when you talk about what you want to do, and then it almost simulates that feeling that you accomplished something. And I mean, that made sense. I remember 7th grade, so 3 years ago, 3 school years ago, I was like, hey, I want to start taking this stuff serious. And then so I started investing in crypto. I tried dropshipping. Not really, I said I was, but I didn't, and none of it worked. And I mean, I just, now looking back, I wish I would have like took that risk and took action. I mean, taking action is like super, it's again really important, is actually just taking that leap and starting. I mean, once you start, it's, I mean, it'll be up and downhill, but the main trend is going to be uphill. There'll be some setbacks, but in the grand scheme, you'll never be in the negative of when you started, because starting is just such an accomplishment in itself. Because, you know, I saw a thing that said, where's the richest area? And me being me, thinking I'm all smart, I was like, oh, Monaco or something. And the guy on the podcast said it's the graves, because all the $1 million, $1 billion ideas went to waste because they were scared. And that kind of touches on what I was just talking about like, you know, taking that risk and just starting. I mean, yes, bad stuff could come, but that's just failures. And I think of it as in like stocks, because I mean, that's kind of what I see myself doing for quite a while. I mean, that won't make me, that is what I want my end career to be, but it's just like you're going up, and then you have a setback and you fail, you go down, but then you go up. And yeah, that down can be 2 years. With this up, you start here, go up, drop down, you go up, drop down, go up, and you just keep going. But through those drawdowns, you have to look and be like, just scale out and see, wow, I started here, I had drawbacks, yeah, but now I'm all the way up here. And I mean, that's just the beauty of starting and sticking with it. And that's why, like, if you're really passionate about something, you can accomplish anything you want, because you'll sacrifice anything to get everything. And that's just like super amazing. There's a book I read, it's called Relentless by Tim Grover, and I love that book because I never thought like books could really change your mindset. But there's closers, cleaners, and one more. And a cleaner is the best, a closer is like the middle, and like something else is the worst. But the difference is like the lowest person, not the cleaner or the closer, but the lowest, they'll tell you they'll do something, but they won't. The closer will say they'll do something and they'll start, which is good, right? There's always room to grow, but the cleaner will tell you they'll do something, they'll start it, and they'll get it done. And there's a lot of other references. I suggest y'all read that book. But like, knowing what you're capable of because of all the work you put in. So for me, it's like basketball, like playing new competition where I could be nervous. It's like, hey, I don't know if I'm gonna do good. It's like, I know the work I've put in. I believe in myself. I understand that like I'm good enough to do anything I want. I mean, not everything. Obviously, I wouldn't match up to an NBA player. But I mean, people my age and people in high school, I know I can do fairly well. And so that's just a product of belief in my work. And that goes for school, business, sports, anything in life, For business, it's like, hey, I put in all these hours. For instance, like if you have an agency, like a social media marketing agency, you put in all these hours, you know that you can produce these people, like your clients, like helping them get people to like go to their business and whatnot. Like, hey, I know I can. So you reach out, and then you get the deal, and you're like, hey, I know what I'm capable of, and you get it done. And that's just that book kind of helped me realizing that. But like being relentless is just like always attacking, and never settling. Like, let's say your goal is to get to the NBA, and you do get to the NBA, and then it's like, is it done from there? It's like, no, new goal, raise the standard, become best player. Or like, how about this? Let's say you're not like, you just barely got in, or you feel like the lottery pick. It's like, be rookie of the year. Is it get into a rotation spot, get more than 15 minutes a game? It's like become an all-star, and then just get a ring. All this stuff, always like there's always something more to do, and that's kind of comes from that deep down passion. If you really care about it, you won't settle for that original goal. Like if your goal is to become a millionaire, like, hey, you become that millionaire, but then it's like, do you stop there? I mean, no. It's like, hey, I want to be making $1 million a year, and then I want to be making $1 million a month and $1 million a day. And, it can sound crazy from where you are now, but all that stuff is very, very close if you just put in the hours, and you make the sacrifices, and you just surround yourself around people that will help you accomplish those goals. I mean, that's about it. Just like write down your goals and really like look at them every day and think like, hey, I want to accomplish that in life, and that's the life I want to live. All y'all have listened to like TikTok audios and been like, oh, I want to be in Miami and this super big yacht with all my friends and all that. That's the life you want to live. But what are you doing to get there? So just think about that. Think about your goals and what your passion is. For some of you, it may be harder to understand what your passion is. You have a lot going on. So I suggest you pray about it. I'm a religious person. It's tough not knowing exactly what God's plan is for me. But my lock screen is you got that dream for a reason, so chase it. I mean, this stuff doesn't pop in your mind for no reason. So I believe that's your path. And if you I see you flip a coin. Let's hear between two things. Someone said if you flip a coin, it may land on one or the other, and that won't really tell you much, but in the air, you'll be hoping for which one you do want it to land on. And I think that kind of like, I don't know, if you're like, hey, I want to do this, but it's like, I really want to do that. But then if you look at it, it's like, I want to do that, but I kind of want to do this, then it's probably that you want to do. So, really figure that out. I think it might take minutes, hours, days, weeks, put a lot of thought into that. And then once you get that image and you commit yourself to it and you understand what it'll take to get there, just go head on. My old trainer told me, buffalo in the wild, when they see a storm coming, you can either run for it or go into it, and running from it will only delay the storm of going through it. I mean, I don't remember exactly what he said, but you're going through it and you'll blow through that hardest time quicker rather than delaying it and not getting anywhere. So, I just suggest y'all read that book, Relentless, write down y'all's goals, figure out what your passion is, and then just chase all of that. Do everything you can to accomplish that, because whenever you're on your deathbed and and you can't do anything when you're about to die, and you'll look back and be like, dang man, I wish I would have just accomplished my goal and took action and did what I loved, because I lived a life of sadness and sorrow and pity because I didn't do anything. You know, that's a haunting feeling. I even fear that day because there's some things that I'm not even doing that I want to do. Yeah, my goal list has been there for probably a month or two now, and I haven't checked off any boxes. Whenever I post this video, that'll be my first check, which honestly will make me smile. That'll be the first step to accomplishing all of them. And I would say that was probably the easiest one. And that's the things that you need to take joy in life. So y'all just go do all that stuff, and I hope y'all have a blessed, I don't know, month, week, just whenever I post another video.